Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Ngayon magbe-verify tayo ng mga trigonometric identities. Suggest to sa akin ni Alaysa. So shoutout sa iyo. And shoutout din kay John Michael and kay Leonard. So eto na yung So paano ba tayo mag-verify ng mga trigonometric identities? Ganito. Madalas ginagamit natin is yung left side, which is yung mas complicated sa dalawa. And gagamitin natin dito yung mga trigonometric identities syempre. So ayun, dapat gamayin natin sila or kabisaduhin or i-memorize nga, ganon. So ayan, paano ba? Wala naman ditong fixed step. So mapag-observe dapat tayo and depende sa right side. So dito, we should know that cotangent x is equal to cosine x over sine x. So first, pinakaunang identity yung ginamit natin. So dapat alam natin to. This is equal to cotangent x. So copy na lang natin yung tira. And huwag na natin to isulat kasi yan dapat yung makuha nating sagot. So simplify, we have cosine squared x over sine x plus sine x. So simplify natin using LCD. Basic lang to, dapat alam nyo na. So ito, divide natin and multiply, we have sine squared x. Another identity, the most basic identity, Pythagorean identity. Cosine squared x plus sine squared x is equal to 1. So copy natin yung sine x. And another identity, reciprocal identity, 1 over sine x is equal to cosecant x. And nag-yield tayo sa parehas na sagot, verified. So ganun lang kadali. Verify tan squared theta times 1 plus cotangent squared theta is equal to 1 over 1 minus sine squared theta. So left side tayo. And since clueless tayo, pwede natin siya i-distribute. So we have tangent squared theta plus, sige, copy lang natin, distribute. Next, another identity. Dapat alam natin na tangent theta times cotangent theta is just equal to 1. Kasi nga, magka-reciprocal sila. A number times its reciprocal is just equal to 1. And since naka-square parehas yan, so makakancel lang naman yon. So this is 1. Pasensya na yung biik. Next, tangent squared theta plus 1 is alam natin secant squared theta. But, secant squared theta, pag nagtigil tayo doon, hindi siya equal dito. So, hindi natin yon gagamitin. Instead, ito ang gagawin natin. Tangent squared theta is equal to sine squared theta over cosine squared theta. So, galing sa tangent theta is equal to sine theta over cosine theta, since naka-squared, squared ko rin yung dalawa. So, next. So, LCD, cosine squared theta. So, dapat alam natin kung paano yung mga basic. So, ayan, cosine squared theta. Next, yung kanina, identity, that is equal to 1 over cosine squared theta. Next, anong next na gagawin natin? Since eto, 1 minus sine squared theta, alam natin na ang cosine squared theta is equal to this. Based on the Pythagorean identity, cosine squared theta plus sine squared theta is equal to 1. Solving for eto, ilipat natin, magiging 1 minus sine squared theta. So, pwede natin pala siyang palitan ng 1 minus sine squared theta. So, ayan na, naka-arrive tayo ng parehas, verified. So, bakit hindi natin to ginawang, di ba ito reciprocal ng secant theta? So, pag ni-reciprocal natin siyang naging secant squared theta, hindi na siya same. So, yun yung ginamit ko na Pythagorean identity. Verify 1 plus cosine x over sine x plus sine x over 1 plus cosine x is equal to 2 cosecant x. So, left side, wala tayong makitang magandang identity. So, ang gagawin natin is LCD. So, we have sine x. Huwag natin muna Huwag muna natin siya i-distribute. Next, so, divide lang natin. We have, ito matitira, times ito. So, square yan. Kasi parehas lang naman sila. Next, so, divide mo yan. We have sine x times sine x, sine squared x. Next, anong gagawin natin? pwede natin to i-expand kasi cosine squared x, sine squared x. Ayun, yung kaninang identity. So, squaring this binomial, we have square of the first 1 plus twice the product of the two. 1 times cosine x is cosine x times 2 is to cosine x. Next is square natin yung second term. Cosine x squared is cosine squared x. Then, copy na lang natin yung sine squared x. So, dito na lang siya. Over sine x times 1 plus cosine x. Pasensya na yung sulat. So, eto. Di ba yung kanina to? That's equal to 1. Ayan. So, next, direkta na natin. 1 plus 1, 2. So, dito na tayo. Over sine x. 1 plus cosine x. Next, pwede pa natin to masimplify. Common nila is 2. So, pwede natin ilabas si 2. Then, magtitira is 1 plus cosine x over sine x 1 plus cosine x. Makikita nyo na makakancel. So, we have, ang tira na lang sa atin is 2 over sine x. And according to the reciprocal identity, di ba ang 1 over sine x is cosecant x? So, meron tayong 2. Pwede natin siya i-copy. And cosecant x. Since parehas, verified. Tangent squared theta plus 1 over tangent theta times cosecant squared theta is equal to tangent theta. So, left side. Makikita natin na ang tangent squared theta plus 1 is secant squared theta. So, ayan, kabisaduhin nyo. So, copy muna natin. We have now, anong gagawin natin? Ganito. Di ba ang secant theta is the reciprocal of cosine theta? So, ang secant squared theta pala is 1 over cosine squared theta. So, square, may square din. Next na gagawin ko is eto, di ba palaging may 1 yan? 1, pwede natin isulat as 1 over cosecant squared theta that is equal to sine squared theta. So, yun, papalitan ko yun ng sine squared theta. Bakit ko yun ginawa? Kasi makikita nyo na ito, di ba magiging sine squared theta over cosine squared theta yan. Then copy natin. And parehas yan naka-squared, pwede ko yun ilabas. Magiging ganito. Squared. So copy natin yung tangent theta. And di ba ang sine theta over cosine theta is tangent theta. So tangent theta, then naka-squared over tangent theta. And makakancel yung tangent theta. Ano yung tira? Tangent theta isa. And parehas na tayo dito. So, verified.